Yo, what's up, everybody? Super 2. Okay, a part 2 new video for this Thursday month, y'all, man. Breaking news, man. Breaking news, man. Okay, Shannon Sharpe got fired from the ESPN network after he trying to file a type of a sexual assault lawsuit against the female, they accused him of raping her, and how dude Shannon Sharpe, got fired, man. But so I feel like I don't know. I feel like the whole ESPN network trying to let him go. Cause Ty Woodman after he got filed also against the female, and how the whole thing went bad for his own part, man. To where I think the female was a white female, basically trying to accuse of him of after raping her that last year and this year, and the whole thing went out on news to where he would got violated her. But I feel like the dude Shin Sharpe was a guest on the show to where he was like, I said, do a lot of things on the show. How do was involved in the whole sexual assault case, and so yeah, I'm reading somewhere up. Okay, it's just that Shin Sharpe time on ESPN it basically come to the end just 2 weeks after settling a $50 million civil lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend accusing him of rape and abusive behavior. It's just that, the whole network, ESPN, basically tied with him with the Pro Football Hall of Famer and former first take, I think, analyst, according to the multiple reports confirmed by the athletic Andrew Marchand. It's just that okay, he said Sharpe, 57 years old, has been absent from the I think from network since late April when the lawsuit first became public. At the time, he released a statement calling the allegations a type of shakedown and claimed that relationship in questions was fully, I think, consensual, despite initially planning to return to the NFL training camp coverage. Sharpe will not be coming back. So it's just that ESPN has a client for, I think, a comment public, no international memo or official release has been issued. So it's a lawsuit filed by a woman identified as John Doe, alleged that Sharpe raped her twice, once in October 2024, and again I back around January of this year, and he said two has I think reportedly met at a Los Angeles gym back around 2023 when she's probably 19 years old at the time, and so they I think they it says so it's just that the whole sexual assault allegations, the plaintiff claimed that Sharpe recorded intimate moments with the consent and engaged in a manipulative and threatening behavior throughout their nearly 2-year relationship. It's Sharpe firmly, trying to say, how he said he had not raped her, how I think now all these claims against him. I said trying to say, I think so I think he's trying to say he not raped this girl, and how he's innocent. But so it said that Tony Lane Davis disclosed that Sharpe had previously offered $10 million, basically settled the matters before the lawsuit was filed. The offer was I think rejected at the time, and the case was ultimately settled out of court with the plaintiff lawyers. Tony Busby announced back around July 18 that the matter has been mutually resolved, and lawsuit was I think dismissed with the I think with prejudice, meaning that the accuser cannot, I think, try to ratify it, and I say that when the criminal charges were filed, the civil nature of the case and the high profile status a defendant placed as a type of pressure on the on the whole ESPN. Sharpe has been so I think Sharpe has been one of the most biggest draws, especially since joining First Take as a regular debate partner to Stephen L. Smith. Prior to that, he had become a household name during his run with the Skip Bayless on 551 Undisputed. at the time of the lawsuit, Sharpe was I think reportedly on an advanced talks for a top I think podcast deal, rumored to be worth over 100 million. It shows his club Shay Shay and Nightcap had developed a massive following formal in.
Got to get to some breaking news out of the sports world now. ESPN confirming to NBC it's cutting ties with its NFL commentator Shannon Sharpe. The move coming after Sharpe, of course, the Hall of Fame tight end, settled a lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault and battery. He has previously denied the allegations against him, and he hasn't been on the air since April. NBC News is out to Sharpe and his attorney for comment, although we haven't heard back. Ellison Barber is tracking this one. Ellison, what else do we know?
Hey, Hallie, I mean, it is a massive fall from grace for the Hall of Famer turned broadcast giant. As you said, his relationship with ESPN, it is officially over. He had not been on the air at ESPN since this lawsuit was first filed back in April. That was a decision at the time that he and his attorney had said they had made, that he had made on his own as he dealt with what he described back then as false and disruptive allegations. But look, he's no longer going to be on ESPN, and this is despite the network renegotiating his contract and announcing an expansion of his role on the show First Take just last year. You mentioned it, but no comment from ESPN or Sharpe as of yet. The split, it does come 2 weeks after the attorney who was representing the woman who had accused Sharpe of sexual assault and raping her in the state of Nevada on 2 different occasions, one in late 2024 and one in January of this year. It comes 2 weeks after her attorney announced that they had reached a settlement on that lawsuit. The terms of the settlement were not publicly disclosed. Again, Sharpe has consistently denied any wrongdoing here. He claims that he had a consensual relationship with this woman. Based on court filings in the state of Nevada, she had said that she had met Sharpe back in 2023 at a gym when she was 20 years old, and that they had engaged in a relationship over the course of 2 years. And then again in late 2024, that's when she says she was assaulted by Sharpe, both physically and sexually, and raped at least 2 times. Again, no direct comment from Sharpe at this time. He and his attorney, they had previously said that the decision to step away from his role at ESPN in April was one that he made himself. This no longer a decision he has made himself. This is ESPN splitting from Sharpe. He will not be on that show, on that program, on the network moving forward. That being said, he does have an incredibly popular podcast that airs weekly, and as far as we know, that will continue. But Hallie, in terms of his relationship broadcasting with ESPN, that is over.
Ellison Barber, thank you very much for tracking that.
We thank you for...
Man. He's, got let go from it I said for her network, man, over her, over, I think, claims of sexual abuse going on with the female, but I feel like Shannon Sharpe, man, I guess is a black man got accused of the raping a white female girl, but I feel like she got but I feel like that he do got accused of raping her, and I feel the whole thing kind of went bad on his part to where he got accused of it, man. But yeah, man, I feel like people should be careful about there's somebody who could be your accuser, somebody could be trying blame me for things you do, but I feel like he got accused of doing what he did to this girl. But so I believe this girl probably 19, 20 years old, when she, I think, met him when he probably in his 30s or 40s. I don't know. He probably met her probably a couple years ago at a gym, and how things kind of went kind of weird, But I feel like that. I think Shannon Sharpe, I guess, is a dude that was known for his role on I think whole network, and how he got fired from everywhere else. So sad. So make sure you like, comment, and peace. I'm out here. Take care and peace.